Yeah! Go card! What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tricky with another My Team video. And today we're going to be doing a tier list involving the badges that you put on cards, and how I feel. Maybe you'll be able to see it. Maybe you want about if these badges are really worth it and why badges raise the prices of cards. Should they raise the prices of cards? Should you think about it differently? I'm going to give you some juice, some sauce, some information you can take and actually use in this game. I don't think any other creator is going to do this, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these other creators are going to hate me for this, but I don't really give a fuck. I come to give y'all the info, but I don't really care. I'm going to give y'all the info. All right. So first, let me explain a few things. Obviously, this is in my opinion, and from all my time playing the game. I play All Star Team Up. So I spent about 195 games this season alone. I also play Showdown, but not as much. I play King of the Court, not a lot, like around 8 to 10 games a week. And I don't like it. So I only play a few games. I have a lot of great cards. So if you see my lineup before, you can understand that I probably use quite a few of these badges enough to talk about them. This is not going to be related to any kind of my career gameplay. That's a whole different ranking for badges. All right, that's different. But we have S tier, and that's for cards badges that actually work. We have A tier, which is for a noticeable, like you can see that the badge is working a little bit at least. And then B for situational, you have to be in a situation to activate this badge, and it actually has to do something when it's activated. And then C for does it even work? Like, can I really see anything coming from this badge whatsoever? Like, is it just there to be there? Like, does it do anything in game for me? And then it doesn't even matter. It's D, which means it's trash. I'm sorry. It's a trash badge. It's useless as hell. And I want y'all to understand something. This come with a lot of thought, so I'm gonna explain every single thing to you. If I need to read a description, I'll read a description off for you, but you are welcome to read descriptions and go through and comment below and let me know what you think. I really want to hear feedback about this. Maybe you'll open my eyes differently. Maybe I'll open your eyes differently. But I've been talking about doing this with people from All Star Team Up, and they really been waiting for it because some of them share the same feelings or at least question it as well. So let's get into it, man. I'm trying not to make it too long, 30 minutes top. Let's get into it. All right. First batch we got Aerial Wizard. I'm gonna be honest. Who cares? Like if your thing is throwing alley hoops, I guess you care, but understand alley hoops don't really work in this game anyways. The pass act in this game is so bad. You can have the best 99 pass accuracy and throw the ball out of bounds. And it has nothing to do with the alley hoop whatsoever. It's just the game. The game is just not going to let you throw an alley hoop right there. It's RNG alley hoops. So the badge, how does this badge work if it's RNG? This badge doesn't increase your chances of making alley hoops. You know what increase your chances of making alley hoop? The takeover skilled slasher does, because you don't have to press a button. And then this doesn't make the button pushing any easier either. So what does this really do? That's what I want y'all to think about. What does it really do? How does it fit in the concept of the game? This badge doesn't fit. Moving on. Ankle assassin. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put a ankle assassin at noticeable. It's really noticeable. Now you gotta have 6 to do it. So that's why I put it in noticeable instead of S tier. Because if you got a card that don't got 6, you're not gonna get an ankle breaker. You gotta be able to move to get the ankle breaker, in my opinion. If you have a different opinion than that, let me know. But unless you can move, but it's really powerful. Ankle breaking animations are really powerful. All right. You can get by defenders even easier, and you can shoot at will with ankle assassin if you know how to pop it off. Then we have bailout. Don't matter, bro. It doesn't. It's one of the worst badges in the game. The bailout feature is also the worst. You're gonna have a card that don't even have bailout, and it makes better passes than a card that has a higher bailout. Also, the gold tier doesn't matter. The silver tier, it's just the badges. Period. I'm just talking about the badges. Period. All right. Bailout, yeah, nah, that's not it, bro. The badge don't do nothing. I can literally bail out without this badge. So what's the point of the badge? And and you can have it on legend and people still miss the ball. It happens all the time, bro. And it's because they took glue hand out the game. If you don't know, then you really won't understand. But when they took glue hand out the game, it made this badge even less useful. Even less useful. We have break starter. Again, actually, if it worked, it would matter, but it don't work. I don't think it works. You try it all the time and you throw balls out of bounds or your guy fumbling with the ball. It's supposed to make you throw straight, accurate passes as outlet passes, and it does not. You 99 rebound and you have a 95 pass act or 85 pass act, and you're throwing it out of bounds. It just doesn't make sense. Not a great badge at all. Then we have break wall, and I gotta tell you, break walls S tier. It actually works as long as somebody gets caught on it. But the badge does work. I've seen people use this. I would recommend brick wall. Now, defensive badge, challenger. So the way contests work this year, challenger doesn't matter. It can activate and it won't do anything. People got L2. They got L2. As long as they know they jumper, they're hitting a shot. Period. Challenger don't do anything. I've seen plenty of people hit reds. It doesn't matter. And people in cards with challengers don't even get reds. They don't. They really don't. You just gotta time your jump. Challenger does not matter. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Deadeye. I don't even think it works, man. I really don't think it works. I really don't. See, the problem is with Deadeye, it doesn't do anything because Challenger doesn't work and defense doesn't work. With Deadeye, doesn't do anything. I mean, you can have it, but does it do anything? No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Then we have Dimer. Dimer, man, doesn't even matter, bro. You can't tell me Dimer matters. So Dimer is supposed to boost the percentage of a green window or a chance of you making a green. It's green or miss, right? If you can make slight leads, this would matter. How's it gonna matter if you green or miss? And then how does it increase your shot if you're L2ing? It can't increase your shot anymore. You're at the max for L2. Your green window doesn't get bigger on L2 at all. It's a no dip shot. That's not how it works. You don't get a bigger green window because you no dip. Sorry, that's not how the game works. You get a regular green window, no dip, and it's a faster shot. And all you have to do is hit your you only have to do is hit the release. You don't even have to hit the well, let me correct myself. It's not even the release you hitting. All you're doing is hitting the uptick of a rhythm shot. So you're skipping the release altogether. So how is Dimer activating? If you button shoot and you L2, it's the release, ASAP release. It's so quick. Dimer doesn't activate. And Dimer can't speed up your shot faster than that because L2 is the fastest shot in the game. All right, that's the no dip shot. It's a faster shot in the game. So where does Dimer work? It doesn't. All right. We got flow game, and I'm gonna go situational. But understand this: you can white a float. So I mean, what's that badge doing for you also? But it's situational. We'll go situational, man. We go situational. We got a glove. It doesn't even work. We know how steals are in this game. I don't think I need to break that down anymore. We know how steals are in this game. It doesn't. Handle for days, I will go situational. Not situational. I'll go noticeable. Obviously, anything that can increase your stamina is noticeable. High flying denial, that will be situational, right? Only gonna activate if you're doing a chase down. Hook shot specialist, who's doing hook shots on purpose? On purpose. And who cares? Like, you still gotta time it. So, like, who cares, man? Immovable enforcer, um, it's noticeable. But understand that when you get a removable enforcer, when you get that animation, they bounce off you and they just run around you. So, is it a great badge? It depends. If you switch quickly and got behind with a second defender, it'll stop the first attempt, maybe the second, but by the third attempt, somebody's past you because that's what this game is. It's all offense. All right. Then we got interceptor. Interceptor, situational. It's a situational badge. And it's really, which I forgot to mention, this badge is for the AI more than for the actual user. Because you're hoping your AI intercepts because they have this badge. And we see how that go. So for the AI, it might be way, way more better than for the user. Because if a user tries to intercept, what happens? You get the 3 foot stumble to out of bounds. So in my team aspect, in the 5v5 aspect, it is going to help your AI, but as far as a user, it is useless because it give you terrible animations if you miss time the interception, which you shouldn't do that. It should be a simple reach and back in place. But we get animations because there's RNG in the game. Maybe not in your shot, but it's RNG in the game when it comes to animations. And that's where interceptor falls off at. It's one of the best defensive badges in my eyes because it helps you with the AI off balls and moving around and whatnot. But it is very limited in its capabilities of helping you as a user. All right. Then we got layup mixer. Bro. Layup mixer, I think it wouldn't be higher than situational. It's like this year's acrobat. I want to say, does it even work? Because who really is doing acrobatic layups? Like, I don't understand who's really running around doing layups like that. But if it works, it works. But I don't really think it works. You know what I'm saying? Quick launch, lightning launch. I mean, not quick launch. Lightning launch is the best batch in the game. It's the best batch in the game by far. If you don't have it, you have to have it. Like, it's the best batch in the game. It's the only one we can clear cut says work 100% of the time. And it's a definite bucket. We got limited range. Limited range. I would say situational. Um, you're not going to see much of a difference, man. The difference between bronze and up is not much at all. Bronze just lets you step another foot or so outside of the 3 point line, and then you need deep armor to go any further. So it in my team, it doesn't act that well. If we were talking about rec, of course, this would be a higher badge, but in my team, it's not that high. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a very situational badge. Um, it doesn't really make a difference. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Off ball pass, does it even work? I'm gonna go D, off ball pass. I mean C. The reason I'm going to see with off ball pass is maybe it works for your AI, but it doesn't work for the user. It doesn't work for the user because you can't stay on anybody. It's literally impossible unless you're running a script. Most of the time, people can't stay on anybody, and everybody gets past you. Rarely do we box anybody. We got mini marksman, and we're gonna go with situational. Again, that's really, really rare situations. With mini marksman, why would you be using an undersized player to score on a taller player? Most people wouldn't do that. They would go for the taller player over the short player. And then no dips. For short players, you don't need mini marksman. Your shot's gonna be off before that tall player can contest your shot, so you're not gonna get any boost from it. So situational though, if you get caught maybe coming through the lane doing a hop step and a tall player is about to jump at you already, maybe it'll activate. But in my eyes, mini marksman shouldn't be being used whatsoever when it comes to actually playing the game. You have to force yourself into that situation in order for that to happen. And we got on ball menace, and bro, it doesn't even matter. People been claiming that on ball menace is the badge that needs to be used. And I'm sorry, if they play the game, they should know by now. On ball menace don't work. One, people run pick and rolls, or they just run around you in a circle, just run straight around you. So what is the on ball menace doing? Stop looking for this badge on cards. It's useless. It's useless at like unless you just have badges. I just have badges, so a lot of these badges are on cards just because there's nothing else to do with badges other than sell them or use them. When it comes to legends, you can only use them, so I have to use them. But on-ball menace does nothing. Show me where on-ball menace does anything. I haven't seen anybody using on-ball menace use that one player with on-ball menace to stop one card. You're supposed to be X switching, going around screens, moving, off balling. None of these cards on ball minutes stop anybody whatsoever. We got Paint Patroller. Yeah, I'm gonna go C. I want to say you should have it on just in case. But how often we getting blocks in this game? Only a few cards get blocks for real, and most of them are high flying deniers. There's the situational chase downs. People don't get blocks at their rim. The rim defense is so bad in this game. I can't defend any of these defensive cards if I'm being honest. Does it work? Like, does it work? I don't know. If it works, it matters. If it doesn't work, it don't even matter. But I don't know if it works. So that's where I'm gonna leave it at. We got Paint Prodigy, which is supposed to be your fast twitch and put back badge from last, or I think it was last year, put together. So this would be situational at best. Situational at best. Paint Prodigy. Right? And I don't know, man. It's supposed to give you what, quick layups and dunks and whatnot under the basket. I'm really does it work though? I don't think so, man. I don't even think it works. But does it matter? Because there's no paint defense. It doesn't matter. There's no paint defense. You don't need that badge. It doesn't matter. Pogo stick doesn't matter, bro. There's no paint defense. It's like you could jump all you want. All you're gonna do is get a foul. It doesn't matter. Pick dodger. I mean, no, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. Pick dodger. You either get caught or you don't get caught, and then there's illegal screens in the game. So you more times than not, you probably want to get caught illegal screen than to miss the pick at all. Well, and you have to move your player. Most people move their players out the way of the pick if they can move the pick, and you're not even dodging it. You're just running around the pick. So it's not like you're going through it and getting around. You're not getting the go around pick animation. So the pick dodger isn't working. That's just you being a skilled player and getting around a pick. A lot of people switch on a pick, so you don't even need pick dodger. It's just a useless badge. We got a physical finisher. I don't know if it works. Um, I don't know if it works. I don't know if that's what helps you get buckets through fouls or not at the line. I can't tell you for certain. Usually it's just certain cards get buckets at the goal, whether they're fouled or not, compared to other cards. Wimby's gonna get his bucket, y'all. Edie. What card can we really test this on? I mean, DP gets to the bucket nonstop. Russ gets to the bucket nonstop. But I don't really think physical finisher is activating. And I don't see a different animation when it does activate. So I can't really tell you it's working or not. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Post fade, phenom. Who cares? Doesn't matter, bro. Yeah, like it doesn't matter. You can hit fades without this. So how does it matter? It doesn't. If you're using a post fade, it's because you have a smaller defender, right? Or you're just good at post fades. The badge doesn't change that. So what does it matter? It doesn't matter if it doesn't do anything. We got posterizer, and I want to talk about this. It's going D. It doesn't even matter at all. Posterizer does not matter. We can spend a little bit more time on this. This is why posterizer doesn't matter. Examples. Have you ever gone and tried to do a stick dunk with your badge and get knocked out of your animation? Why didn't posterizer activate? Why didn't your takeover work? Have you ever taken a 95 driving dunk player and went to the rack and ended up in a knock out your animation into a layup? Why didn't posterizer activate? That was a posterizer money. How many contact dunks do you see in a game? How many contact dunks do you get in a week? These are the questions I want you to answer. When Russell Westbrook or Shea go to the rack, they dunk around players, not through them. Where's posterizer? If you're not getting a posterizer animation, is posterizer activating? The answer is no. You just made a dunk. That's it. It acted like the player wasn't even there. So posterizer can't be working. And since I can do that without posterizer, why do I need posterizer? That's the real question. Then we have these posts. Look, all three of these badges, post lockdown, post powerhouse, post up poet, doesn't matter. Who plays in a post? What MyTEAM players use the post if it's not already an advantage? You don't need these badges if you already have an advantage because it doesn't matter. And there's no post defense. Doesn't matter whatsoever at all. Also, you got to understand that these badges aren't activated unless you go into, during, or coming out of the post move L2. So you have to be holding L2. I'm not certain whether you have to be at the rim or if you can be at the perimeter, because understand also L2 is a protection mode, or LT is a protection mode for you to protect the ball. Now it's the new feature this year when you're dribbling like Luka does in real life, where he protects the ball in a post stance. So does it activate out there? I don't know, but if we're being, correct with the description, it should only activate in the post. And if that's the case, it's even more useless because who in the post is going to L2? Nobody, man. They going to the post, they going to the rack to shoot, or drive down and shoot the ball out to get a shot, or they going down to get a dunk. Like nobody else is doing anything else. Those three badges are useless in this game. Post lockdown, there's no post defense. I've never seen any cards get post lockdown at all, whatsoever, especially guards. You might get an animation protecting the basket, but it wasn't because the player went into post. It wasn't. It's because the player didn't time their shot right. They took a layup when they meant to take a dunk. It's not because you did anything at all whatsoever. So terrible bad. Rebound chaser. Bro, does it work? Does it work? That's a real question. Does it work? I know a lot of y'all have those big centers, and you be in the post, you boxed out, you're ready to rebound, and then all of a sudden the power forward comes flying through and take the ball before you can even get up to it because you were boxing out the center. So does rebound chaser work? You press Y, but your player was boxing out and didn't move. Does rebound chaser work? No, it doesn't work. Rebound chaser does not work in this game. It's about who can get to the ball quicker, and you almost have to not box out to get to it faster, right? If you box out with your center, you have to switch your power forward real quick and come down and get the board because your center ain't gonna be able to rebound because rebound chaser ain't gonna activate. He gonna get beat. I didn't boxed out many centers, and then all of a sudden, the power forward, the center on my back would jump up and get the ball. It's a terrible, terrible game, man. So rebound chaser does not work at all. We got set shot specialist. Set shot specialist, I'm going to give it situational because it's only going to work if you're doing, and people don't know this. Set shot specialist only activates if you don't do the no dip shot. If you shoot a regular shot, set shot specialist will activate. If you do a no dip, it won't activate. Again, set shot specialist does not activate if you do a no dip. There's no boost from shooting on no dips at all. Only takeover works is deep dive. Was it deep bomber? Deep diver, deep bomber. The sharp take works if you're doing no dip, but for some reason, set shot specialist does not increase your shot if you're doing a no dip. I just want y'all to know that slippery off ball. It's situational because it's mainly for your AI when you're passing the ball for them to pop out. It's not for an active player, an active user. You're not going to get slippery off ball. We're not playing lock. So maybe it works more in all-star team up, uh, but you don't really see an all-star team up. Triple threat, you might see it, but it's not really. It's just a dex. You know what I'm saying? Dex give you big space regardless of slippery off ball. I don't think it really makes a difference, but I'll say it's situational for when it does activate. You got unpluckable. Unpluckable doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. You tell me when you dribble it, unpluckable protect the ball. I'll wait. I'll watch nothing but 2K players, competitive players play, and they lose the ball because a player was running by and bumped it with their knee. Where was unpluckable? It wasn't, was it? Yeah, I thought so. Rise up, the great badge. It is. It's a great badge. Rise up's a great badge. It's not situational. It'll activate when it's supposed to. Shifty shooter. I think shifty shooter is a great badge. It actually activates when you're moving and you want to shoot. All right, unpopular opinion right here. Strong handle is a terrible badge. So strong handles gives you a nutmeg animation in triple threat park if you're dribbling and somebody reaches. Terrible animation. In a 5-on-5 setting, it'll put you in a like a shield mode where you're almost turning around and mess up your combo. That's what causes the animation. Strong handle causes that animation because you're protecting the ball and it messes up people's combos. And you have to be able to realize your animation has changed and go to another dribble move. If you're too quick with it, you'll go into the wrong dribble move and you'll still get the ball stolen because that person is still reaching. And that's what the strong handle stops them when they attempt to reach and you didn't make a good dribble move, it'll stop and protect you, but then give them an opening to take the ball right after. Right. Then we have visionary. Do I need to talk about this? Passing is terrible in this game. You let me know when tight passes get through. Y'all let me know in the comments when tight passes get through. The reason Magic Johnson passes are so bad is because of this badge. It don't work. It don't do nothing. Box out beast is actually noticeable. You can box out. The only problem is rebound chaser don't fucking work. It don't work. That's the only problem. Rebound chaser does not work at all. But box out beast does work. You get good box outs with this card. I mean with this badge. You get really good box out with these badges. All right, so man, this is my tier list for these badges. I think I did all these badges the best I could in judgment. As you see, these four, I would say, actually definitely work, and I would recommend a lot of people get it. These are noticeable, but again, you got to have skill to activate them and make the necessary adjustments outside of those badges. These badges are situational. You have to put yourself in a situation to actually use these badges. And they're also situational whether you need them because it depends on your gameplay. These badges, just pray for 'em. All right. Let's pray for they get some updates. I hope 2K watches this because these badges don't do anything. And then these badges need to be worked. And gameplay needs to be changed so they actually affect the game if they want us to actually use these badges. I thank y'all for coming by. Please leave a like, subscribe, and your comments below. Let me know what you think about these badges. Once again, these are my opinions from playing the game up to season 5, the end of season 5. I mean, I I can break it down further if you want me to, but I think I pretty much gave you the layout of how these badges should work and what they should be doing and how they don't do with evidence of gameplay issues when you use these badges. All right. Stop buying these 40 legend badges, man. Raising the price of these 40 legend badges for nobody. They don't matter. It don't matter when all the stats are 99 too. It doesn't matter at all whatsoever, man. Make sure you have the badges at the top, and that's about it. You be good to rock for real. Try it out yourself. All right. Stay tricky. Stay winning. I'm out of here.